Good morning, children. Hope all of you are fine. Okay. I am your chemistry teacher, Sushima. Today I am taking 10th standard first chapter chemistry, periodic table and electronic configuration. In this lesson, we want to discuss two topics, shells and subshells. Okay. So before starting the lesson, before starting the topic, I want to ask some questions to you that you already study your 9th standard. And what is an atom? What is an atom? Do you know what is an atom? Yeah, atom is the smallest particle that the entire substance is made of. Okay, and what is atom? Atom is the smallest particle that the entire substance is made of. Okay, then is there any other particle present in an atom? Is there any other particle present in an atom? Are there any particle present in an atom? Yeah. The particles present in an atom, proton, neutron and electrons. Okay, proton, neutron and electrons. You know what is the structure of atom? Where these particles present in an atom? In an atom, these particles are present. Then where these particles are present in an atom, do you know? Yeah, you already studied that Bohr model of atom. Bohr model of atom. What is a Bohr model of atom? And where these particles are present in an atom? Bohr model of atom. So where these particles are present in an atom? This proton and neutron are situated the center of the atom. Proton and neutron are situated in the center of the atom. That center is known as nucleus. What is the center is known as? The center is known as nucleus. Okay. Then where these electrons are situated? Where these electrons are situated in an atom? The electrons are revolved around the nucleus. Revolved around the nucleus. Okay. Then which are the particles present in an atom? Proton, neutron and electron. Where these proton and neutron are situated? These proton and neutron are situated at the center of the atom. That center of the atom is known as nucleus. And these electrons are revolved around the nucleus. That particular path of electrons, the electrons revolve around the nucleus. That particular path of electrons are known as orbits or shells, or it is also known as energy levels. The particular path where the electrons revolve around the nucleus, that particular path of electrons are known as orbit or shells, or it is also known as energy levels. Then what about the energy of the orbit or shells? What about the energy of the orbit or shells? The distance from the nucleus towards the shell increases. The distance between the nucleus and to the shell increases. The energy of the shell also increases. Okay? When the distance from the nucleus and to the shell increases, when the distance from the shell and to the nucleus increases, the energy of the shell also increases. Clear? Okay. Then what about the force of attraction towards the nucleus to the shell? Then the force of attraction towards the nucleus decreases when the distance increases. When the distance increases, the force of attraction decreases. Okay. Here you can name the shell as or we can name the orbit K, L, M and M. K shell we can name it as K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. Okay, K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. Then you say which shell has greatest energy? Which shell is more distance from the nucleus, or which shell is away from the nucleus? N. N is the This means N is the shell which is far away from the nucleus. So that N shell has the greatest energy. Clear? So you say which shell has greatest energy? N shell has the greatest energy. Which shell has least energy? K shell. Why the K shell has the least energy? Because it is very close to the nucleus. So K shell has very least energy. Okay. So these are about the energy of the nucleus. Then what about the force of attraction towards the nucleus and to the shell? Force of attraction between the nucleus and to the shell. When the distance increases, the force of attraction decreases. The distance increases, the force of attraction decreases. Okay, then you say which shell has the greatest force of attraction towards to the nucleus? Which shell has the greatest force of attraction towards the nucleus? You say, yeah, K shell, because K is very close to the nucleus, so that shell has the greatest force of attraction towards to the nucleus. Okay, so here K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. These shells are the path of the electrons. Okay, these electrons are revolved around these shells. Okay, K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. Okay, then each shell can carry maximum number of electrons. Means each shell can accommodate maximum number of electrons. K shell, so which are the shell? K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. So K shell can accommodate 2 electrons maximum. K shell can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. Then what about the L shell? Then we want to find the position. K is the first shell and second position of the shell is L and third position M and the fourth one is N. Okay, this is the position of the shells. Increasing order of energy. We already discussed. Increasing order of energy. K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. K shell can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. We can find out the maximum number of electrons by using a general formula. Okay, so what is the formula? 2n square. 2n square. So what does this n represent? The position of the shell. This n represent the position of the shell. You know the K is the first shell. So N for K is 1. So how to find out the total number of electrons in K shell? How to find out? 2 into say N is here N is 1 square. How much it is? 2. Yeah, 2. So total number of electrons can accommodate K shell is 2. Then what about the L shell? Can you say? What about how to find out the total number of electrons can accommodate in L shell? Yeah, 2 into position of the L shell is second. So 2 into 2, that is 2 square. Then how much it is? 8. Very good. 8. Okay. Then third shell. So the maximum number of electrons can accommodate in L shell is 8 electrons. Very good. Then what about the M shell? How much? You say without using that formula. Just say how much it is? Yeah, 80. Then next M shell, N shell. How much is it? That is 32. Okay. So these are about the total number of electrons can accommodate in each shells. Say K shell 2 electrons, L shell 8 electrons, M shell 18 electrons and N shell 32 electrons. These are the maximum number of electrons can accommodate into main shells. These are the main shells. So now we are concluding the shells. Which are the shells or what is shell? Shell is the particular path. Shells, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Okay. So K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. And the maximum number of, we already discussed, the maximum number of K shell is 2 and L shell is 8, M 18 and N 32. Okay. Now we can discuss subshells. What is subshells? What is subshells? So shells we already discussed. Now what is subshells? These shells electrons are distributed into their own subshells. Okay. Each shell has its own subshells and these electrons are distributed into this subshell. Okay. Then which are the subshells? According to the shapes, the subshells are S, P, D, F. Okay, which are the subshells? S, P, D, F. Okay, each shells means K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell have their own subshells that are S, P, D, F. Then, which position is K shell situated? K shell is the first shell. So, this K shell has its own subshell. K shell has its own subshell. Which is the subshell of K? This is the first subshell. This is the first subshell. Yes, S is the first subshell. So, the subshell of K is S. That means how many electrons are there in K shell? 2 electrons. The 2 electrons are distributed into its subshell. That means the maximum number of electrons can accommodate in S subshell is 2. Okay, then 2. Next, we can take the next shell, that is L. Which is the position of L shell? Second position. L shell has 2 subshell because L is the second shell, so that L shell has 2 subshell. Which are they? S is already here, so L has 2 subshell. Which are they? S and next subshell is P. Very good, P. Okay, P. Then you say how much electron can accommodate L subshell? How many electrons can accommodate in L subshell? That is 8. These 8 electrons are distributed into its subshell. Okay. Then these 8 electrons are distributed into its subshell, that is into S and P. S we already discussed. How many electrons? How many electrons? S already we find out. How many electrons can accommodate S subshell? 2. Maximum electrons 2. Then how many more electrons? S 2. Then P balance how many? 6. Very good. Then you can write, when you are writing the electrons in the S subshell, when you are writing the electrons in the S subshell, you want to write always in superscript of that subshell. You want to write it as a superscript. So S, when you are writing the electrons in the subshell, you want to write the superscript. Okay, so S you can write here. Sorry, 2 you can write here. Then balance electron 6, that you want to write 6. Total number of electrons 8. Okay, so L shell has a 2 subshell S and P. Next shell is which is the next shell? M shell. The position of the M shell is position third position. Then how many subshell can possible in that in that shell? How many subshells can possible? The position of the shell M is 3. Then how many subshell can possible? 3 subshell. Which are they? For M, position is 3. So possible subshells also 3. Then which are they? S, P and D. Okay, S, P and D. Total number of electrons in M shell. Total number of electrons in M shell. How much it is? 18. Very good. These 18 electrons can accommodate into these subshells. Okay, these distributed into these subshells. Then how it can be distributed? How? S, maximum number of electrons we already discussed, that is 2. To write always in superscript 2. Then P what? P how much? 6. Then balance 10. Okay, so total number of electrons 18. Very good. Then what about the, you say, what about the N shell and its subshell? N shell and its subshell. N is the fourth shell, so it has a 4 subshell. Which are they? S, P, D and F. Okay, S, P, D and F. Shall I have this? S, P, D, F. In the case of which shell? In the case of N shell. Okay, N shell. Then what about the electrons? What about the electrons in S, P and D? S, how much it is? 2. Then P, 6. D, 10. For L subshell, how much electron? For N shell, how many electrons are there? 32 electrons. So how many more electrons here possible? 14. Very good. 14. Okay. Then you say, how many number of electrons can accommodate in each subshell, that is S, P, D, F. S, P, D and F. You say maximum number of electrons can accommodate in each subshells. How much it is? S, 2 electron. Then P, 6 electron. Then what about D? 10 electron. F, 14 electrons. Okay, this way the maximum number of electrons can be distributed into its subshell. Clear? So these are the shells and their subshells. Okay, so you can take a model of atom. We can discuss with a model of atoms. We can take atom of beryllium. Beryllium. Atomic number 4. Atomic number 4 means what? What is mean by atomic number 4? How many electrons are there in this beryllium atom? 4 electrons. 4 electrons. This means it contains 4 electrons. Okay. So, what about the electronic configuration? What about the electronic configuration? Means how many electrons are there in K shell and L shell? K shell and L shell? K, how many electrons maximum? 2 electrons. So here total number of electrons is 4. So how many more? 2 more. So that will be enter into the next shell. That electron wants to enter into the next shell, that is L shell. So the electronic configuration of beryllium is 2, 2. 2, 2. So these electrons distributed into its subshell. These electrons want to distribute into its subshell. So you know K has how many subshell? K has how many subshell? Only one subshell, that is S. Okay, S. Then these 2 electrons, S can accommodate how many electrons? S, how many electrons maximum? How many electrons? 2 electrons. So you write superscript. Always write in the superscript. So S2. Okay. When you are writing subshell electronic configuration, you want to write the number of a main shell on the left side. Means which subshell, for which subshell this indicate. Okay, so this is the subshell of K. So you want to write the number of position of that shell into the left side. Left side. Okay, so position of K is 1. So you want to write it 1 here. Okay, so you can read 1s2. You can read it as 1s2. Next, how many more electrons? 2 electrons more. On which shell? L shell. L shell has how many possible subshells? L shell has 2 subshells. That is S and S2. Next, you want to enter the electron into the next shell. That L shell has 2 subshell. That is S and P. Okay. Yes, you know maximum number of electrons can accommodate in S subshell. 2 electrons. So here, you look here, total number of electrons is here, it is 4. Okay, here it is 4. So no need to write this P subshell. So you can write and this S is the subshell of which shell? Which shell? L shell. L is the second shell. So you always write the position of the shell in the left side and you can read as 1s2, 2s2. Okay? 1s2, 2s2. I think all of you clear. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? No. Okay. So you can write the boron, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen. Then boron atomic number 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7 and oxygen 8 means the total number of electrons. Can you write the electronic configuration and subshell electronic configuration of these elements, atom of these elements? Okay? Okay. This we can try. Boron. Boron means the total number of electrons 5. Then how to write? How to write K. How many electrons? Maximum number of electrons? 2. Then next shell is L. How many electrons? Maximum 8, but here only 5 electron. Then how many more here? How many more here? 3 more. Okay, so we can write the electronic configuration 2, 3. Then how to write the subshell electronic configuration of this K shell? K shell, first you want to write the subshell electrons, subshell of K shell. K shell has how many subshell? Only 1 subshell, that is S. How many electrons possible here? 2 electrons. So where you want to write? Where you want to write this? Superscript. Okay. And is it over? No. You want to represent the write the number of the shell. Okay. Which shell this this S is the subshell of which shell? K shell, and K is the first shell. So you want to write 1s2. Okay, balance electron enter into the next shell. Next shell is L shell. L shell has how many subshells? 2 subshells. Which are they? S and P. You can write S, P. So S is the subshell of second shell. So you want to write here 2s and 2p. Clear? Next, how many more electrons are here? 3 more electrons. That first you want to fill into the S subshell. Fill into the S subshell. Maximum number of electrons can possible in S subshell? 2. Okay. So you want to write 2. Balance 1. That enter into the next subshell. That is P. So total number of electrons? Total number of electrons? 5. Okay. 2 plus 2 plus 1, that is 5. Okay. This way you want to complete these all problems and submit on Monday. Okay.